Today, we're going to be going over how to open the safe and solve all the safe house puzzles in Call of Duty Black Ops 6. And if that code worked, you're extremely lucky. For everybody else, let's get into it. First things first, we're going to go into this piano room and you're going to get the thing that every teenager fears, a blacklight. You're going to use that blacklight to look on all the walls for writing. It's going to be Cyrillic, which is Russian. For all you who don't know that, actually, it's not just Russian. There's a lot of languages that use Cyrillic. I'm the dumbass. Anyways, you're going to find a bunch of codes on the walls, and these are the equivalent of notes that you've got to play on the piano. So where I found my codes was here. I think it's the same for everybody, but you're going to find your codes written on the wall. Now you go to this piano and you play those codes. For me and for pretty much everybody, I think the codes are going to be like this. So you're going to play the notes that I play here, and you should be good to go. So if you don't want to mess around with the blacklight, still pick it up, but you don't need to use it just yet. Play these notes, it makes some beautiful, beautiful music, and then bing, bang, boom, there's going to be a crazy door that opens right off to your right. With this door open, there's still one thing you've got to do. You got to go into the basement because your mom's mad and she's not letting you stay in your room anymore. Also, there's a whole power generator thing down here that you gotta fix. So to do that, it's actually pretty simple. You got a pilot light, you've got a boiler, and a fuel wheel. So turn the boiler wheel twice, that's going to shut the water off. Turn the fuel wheel once, that's going to shut the fuel off. Now you're going to flip on that pilot light. And with that done, all you've got to do now is turn on the water. Even though this whole place had power before, I don't know, it is what it is. It opens up a door. Let's go. Now you're going to walk down a long and not creepy looking hallway. Right here, you're going to find a keypad, and now you're going to have to use your blacklight to just scan this keypad and see what numbers have been fiddled with. Once you figure out what numbers have been played with, you're going to have to enter those numbers into this line right here. I recommend just entering pretty much every number that you can see fingers touching. So my recommendation here, use your blacklight. Whichever numbers have the most presses, those numbers might be used multiple times. So if that number lights up, it probably means it's a very popular number and it might be used twice. All the other numbers are probably used once. My recommendation, the really bright numbers, put those in for sure. All the other numbers, maybe you put them in, maybe you don't. What's going to happen is you're going to get the numbers green if they're in the correct location, yellow if they're in the wrong location but are somewhere on the sort of entry as a possible number, and red means that you're not using that number at all. With that information, you can keep going through this. I use pretty much the worst way possible to do it, so don't follow what I do. Pretty much once you know if a number is green, you want to use another number in that location to see if that number is actually in the playing field. So right here, I know that 0 and 2 are used, but there's a third mysterious number, which happened to be 7. If instead of 9 and 0, I'd entered two other numbers that I thought could be possibilities, I could rule out 3 numbers instead of 1 and getting lucky. Anyways, I got lucky and I entered the code. Next up, you're going to be going to a computer room. In this computer room, you're going to have a computer, go figure. And what you're going to have to do here is just enter some code words. It's actually pretty easy. The numbers up top, they equal characters down below. So you literally just go like here you can see I did 9, which is B, 4, which is U. Then we've got 6 over here. And if you just track that down, that's going to be N. Then you can pretty much go through and make a bunch of words. And that's how you solve that puzzle. I'm not going to waste your time. So we're just going to jump forward here. Now, once you've solved that computer puzzle, what you've got to do is go out, go to the right, and now you're going to need to go left into this area. Now, behind this door is Saw's secret hideout, or I should say Jigsaw's secret hideout. And what you've got to do to get into it is simply pick a lock. This really shouldn't be called a puzzle. I don't know why I call them puzzles, but you just got to pick a lock to open a door. It's pretty simple, and honestly, lock picking in this game is easy as. If you can't figure this one out, you're lost. You're lost. I'm doing a tutorial on how to put on your underwear soon. That one's going to be for you. So now you enter into Jigsaw's secret lair. Start to wonder if you're a good guy or a bad guy, but grab the key from the table and keep going and ignore the obvious signs that you might not be on the right side. Also, I haven't beat the game yet, so if this is a spoiler, it's not actually a spoiler. Because I don't know what happens, so it could be a spoiler. You could be a good guy or a bad guy. 50-50 shot. Anyways, let's keep going. Now you get to this door. It's going to tell you the signal's weak. Go inside to make that signal stronger. Once that signal is nice and strong, what you're going to want to do is play with this radio because the radio is literally what's sending the signal out right here. And here it's actually just pretty simple. You've just got to make the wavelengths match. So the name of the game here, you've basically got two things that you can play with, the frequency and the amplitude. The frequency makes your wave longer, the amplitude makes it higher. So make your wave as high as that bright green wave, and then you make it as long as that bright green wave. They're going to magically match up, and then bing, bang, boom, you're going to start hearing a very annoying voice read you a bunch of things. This is a secret message. In my case, it says, "Well, Uncle played guitar." That would be one of the secret words. As I prepared shashkrik on the grill, that's another secret word. When I asked the day of the rocket launch, rocket was a secret word. He simply nodded towards the calendar. So what you've got to do is again pull out your black light. And again, I promise you're not going to find anything weird here. You're going to find some numbers next to all these objects. So I found the guitar, that was 7, the grill was 4, the rocket was 0, and the calendar was pretty hard to find, but I did manage to find it way over here by the map, and that number was 9. Now you take these numbers upstairs to your safe, put them in, and you should be good to go. Like the fact that this guide was as short and sweet as possible, make sure you hit like and subscribe because I'm fighting the algorithm which promotes videos that are longer than mine, waste more of your time. Thank you for watching, and until next time, peace.